Hello, everybody! Block Koopa is here, along with...
ChampionNBloom!
And...
Periodically 67.
And we're back with more Danganronpa. We're ready for the final trial. This game is coming to a close. And I don't think that you guys are ready for this. I don't think we have any other skills. Nope. I don't think you guys are ready for this.
I don't think I'm ready for it.
I'm gonna do the thing where I, just do this, that way people can look at it.
It's probably why, Kyoko didn't notice the biolab on the chart, was because she didn't have enough time to, investigate it. And Byaku's just too self-absorbed that he might have dismissed it.
Alright, there's all the stuff. That was it. We have no more skills. We have no more skills. We have only one more thing.
We have no more free time.
Now all that's left is the looming mystery of Hope's Peak Academy itself.
We have a lot of coins.
And a lot of coins that we're not going to be using. Let's go!
These are going to be leaving here with some souvenirs.
Since this will be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule. So listen up. If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win! But if you can't, then I win! And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment!
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
And that's
Oh, okay then.
no loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not. Bears never go back on their word.
Never mind all that.
I mean, I've never made a promise with a bear, so I can't verify that.
Is Monokuma the one getting executed, or
You
is
can't-
the mastermind?
you can't
Because Monokuma's
verify
a
that?
robot.
Stop. I thought we were done.
You thought we were done.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Is
Mr.
the
Wolf.
mastermind only one person?
Hmm?
Don't bother. I already know the answer. You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me. I'm right,
What?
aren't I knew it.
Oh, we're going straight into Alright, it begins.
And we go straight into
It begins.
Yakumo's champion.
At least he's not claiming anyone's a
Or
ghost.
not Yakumo, Heroes.
At least he's not claiming everyone's a ghost.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Where is your evidence?
Uh-oh.
What?
Get me. I'm sure of it.
Uh-oh.
What is happening?
My own.
What is this evidence?
I too have evidence to present.
No, submit the
Okay.
L, submit the L, submit the
Everyone other
evidence.
than me has been working together.
Well, do it already then. Quit just saying that you have
Hold
evidence,
on.
present
This
it.
doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
Well,
Is that literally the only statement you can shoot?
yeah, like,
All three of them think that everyone around them is their enemy. There's no doubt this is the trap Monokuma set. He set it up so we would suspect each other, and I have something that proves it.
You guys have all been
What were the bullets again?
haven't you?
well, what
Oh,
they're
the good
talking
photo.
about is the good photo.
Hey, you said
Yep.
not to get me. I have evidence.
What a coincidence. Evidence that proves every...
Tina's voice on helium is a joy.
It is.
I will mention that every time it comes up until the end of time.
Fair.
Or until the end of this game, technically.
I have evidence too.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this
I
group
have
photo,
evidence.
right?
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait, but mine's different.
I figured it was.
The picture you
What?
have, I'm in it.
Mm-hmm.
But that
Oh, it was rigged.
because in
I
my
figured.
picture,
Oh, it's a completely different photo,
I'm
too.
the only one not in it.
I figured as much. In which
Hero,
case,
you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
Mm-hmm.
This one too. It's just like I thought.
Oh, they had
So the
donuts.
secret in these
Donuts!
pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
Oh my goodness, people.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other.
So you're gonna look at
The
Byakuya's?
mastermind later
Because
tried
Byakuya is
to
at least
make
the
us
only
each
sane
think
person here right
everyone
now.
else was
in every
working
situation.
against us.
Huh?
No, he suspects everyone too.
I mean, he all suspected
Well,
everything.
I'm assuming that now that we figure out that all the photos are the way this is, I'm pretty sure he would become to accept, oh, okay, well, if everybody else has photos that are like that as well, then mine's probably the same, in which case it's not a big deal. You know what I mean?
Each photo has a certain something in common. There's a connection regarding what person isn't shown in the group photo, and that person is Monokuma. I mean, that's
The one who gets the one who got the photos.
I mean, that is
the one who
accurate.
got the photo. Yeah.
Toko. The first one is accurate. The third one is
In
not
each
accurate.
case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it. So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing.
That's freaking evil.
Picture Hero got,
Mm-hmm.
he's the only one missing.
Oh, Toko's got the tongue back there. You see that?
Ugh, gross.
Wow.
As long
Uh,
as I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Byakuya.
Mm-hmm. Well, if he's a freaking lifeguard, of course.
Oh my, sure you can.
Kuma gave each of us a
What
group photo in which that person.
Did you not see it?
No, what was I looking at? The fact, was it
What-
Ifumi
what?
doing the
Like,
cannonball?
Sakura was literally sure you kidding a fish.
What?
I forgot about that.
I missed it. Go
Oh,
back.
you good.
Go back.
I can't.
Dang it.
It'll show it again. It'll show it.
Or better. It better.
In other words, Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
Saw our picture. Just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
Lots.
But you know, there might be more to this than just Monokuma trying to confuse us. Like the save screen,
Woo, my favorite.
there's something else that bothers me about everyone's pictures. What is it? What's digging at me?
Can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'm sure there's something unusual about these group photos. What is it? I need to compare each of them one more time. So it's gonna show.
Where? Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. That's hilarious.
Hina's picture. Hero's picture. And mine.
Thoughts?
There's something strange about all of them. Something I can't quite pin down. Something. Group photo.
Can you just forget about the photo already? Ugh.
You're the one who
Trying to
was
trick me
so
with such an obviously
excited
fake
to
photo.
present it.
I'm still pissed about that.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
Hmm? So you think they're fake? No, I assure you, they're quite real.
But what are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah, I don't remember ever taking a picture like that. So it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong, I don't remember taking this picture either. But is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do
Maybe
you
it was a
mean?
candid photo. Everyone didn't think that they were being photographed. Okay. The reason I don't remember this picture isn't necessarily because it's fake. There might be some other reason. Some terrible reason. An unbelievable but entirely horrifying reason. We're doing the thing.
I knew it.
Here comes the Hangman's Gambit.
Focus.
Yep.
Focus. Yeah, okay. I was wondering what word it was going to be. If
Amnesia.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Collective group amnesia. As hard as I find that to believe, that seems like the option.
Now I understand. Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense. Pass it.
Does it?
You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
Yeah, we all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
It's only natural they wouldn't believe it. But no matter how much they refuse, if that's the absolute truth, they have no choice. We can't move forward until they accept it. And there's another way to prove it besides those pictures.
We have multiple other ways. The handbook in Hero's locker, which I'm assuming this is locker.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since
Oh, are the truth bullets again?
some kind of sci-fi fantasy.
Huh?
I promise
What are the
What were
bullets?
the bullets again?
Headmaster's Handbook, group photo,
Ever since I
DVD.
got to this school,
Oh, the interview DVD.
everything that's happened.
So the idea that we all lost our memories.
It's totally stupid. Obviously.
Alright, shoot, he had a statement with the interview DVD.
Yep.
You're saying we all. Since when did this turn?
I promise you, ever since I got to, I remember everything that's
Everything that's happened.
I remember
Those
everything.
photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
Oh,
You
can
wish.
No,
Oh, Coco.
Oh, can it?
it's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
when you say all of us, you mean
I mean all of us, including you.
you lie. I never did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself. The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
That's
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Well, we don't have any way to
Yes.
refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
How can you say that?
Oh, Byakuya is being unusually accepting.
Breathing
Yeah.
amnesia here.
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right? What were the interviews about?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually,
Objection.
yeah.
we all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
I don't know, why would you?
I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I
What?
bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane! How can I believe that?
Insane or not, you can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
You sure
Yeah,
are.
Oh, she said, "Am I right?" that
'cause
time.
It's all true.
Oh yeah, she did.
Wow.
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed, we only have one path in front of us.
Then, we really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
This is all
How does that even work?
making my head hurt.
And this
Oh no, she's getting amnesia again.
memory loss.
Everybody went out and binged a little too hard one night, and then they all.
It's like The Hangover, except all of us.
Yeah.
You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
See?
course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
How could someone just steal our memories?
Drugs.
That is a fantastic question.
Come, that hardly matters right now. If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains? Would you really
What do you mean,
believe
we?
anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could
Yeah, so they don't
count on
explain
you.
how, but yeah. I assume it's drugs.
The interview with the headmaster.
Some kind of drug. Some type of ultimate
Those can't
science.
be the only
Yeah,
memories we
our
lost.
ultimate pharmacist.
Ultimate pharmacist.
There must have been
The
a
ultimate
purpose
Wesker.
to it all.
Oh wait, that's just one of his
A
supers.
reason for taking away our
That's
memories.
the ultimate Wesker. Oh wait, that's just one of his supers. Never mind.
Ultimate Wesker.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
So what?
The original
You
motive.
mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does. But that part's still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all
I found that a little humorous how he whispered that.
Yeah.
No, we're not doing a
Okay.
trial for Mercury
So you want us to
exclusively.
figure
We're
out
also
who
trying to
killed
figure out
her
the mysteries
before
of
we
school.
do anything else.
So until we do that, well, either way, we have to explain every last remaining mystery. So, the one who killed Mukuro, the true mastermind, that's what we need to expose.
And then it spins.
And then
And it's
speed.
degenerate.
Alright, so we had the Monica in the control room.
Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
When you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course. They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so
Yeah, I think I know what to shoot, but we're gonna go through one more time.
What does make me so sure?
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way.
Tina, you were there.
It's here.
Dang it, Hina.
The mastermind is probably a million miles away. Those masterminds always lurk off in the
Ooh.
background, right?
Well, it might actually be shooting Toko statement though.
Yeah, it might be
Positive.
shooting Toko's statement.
So who did it? Who killed her?
This one, right?
Whoever did it. is
Yeah, we know
same
it's the Monica control room. That's the tool that we need to use. We just have to figure out what's the right place to use it.
When you think about it, is the mastermind
Yeah.
really here in the school?
Of course. They have to be here somewhere.
what makes you
I'm
so
guessing
sure?
it's Toko's statement personally, because
I'm guessing it's Hina's.
that seems more like a contradiction
Does make me so sure.
attack then, because he always goes, "No, you're wrong" whenever he shoots. So I'm assuming that it's Toko's statement.
The mastermind
I'm
is
guessing it's Hina's because they're saying somewhere and we're pointing out
And then you're
where.
pointing exactly where. Yeah, we can always try one and then do the other.
background, right?
I'm gonna default to going to Nicholas's first.
That's fair. That's fair. I was gonna suggest that.
So who did it? Whoever did it is
Oh my god, Monica on helium!
Have to be here somewhere.
Nope.
Dang it!
Yeah, I knew it wasn't.
Shoot!
Yeah.
So who did it? Whoever did it is the stat.
Mastermind.
Of course, they have to be.
What makes you
Exactly. You're just the mastermind is
You knew it.
Yeah, because we're proving that it's not a million miles away, that it's right here.
There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
I'm a wizard.
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma.
No, you didn't find it.
Hina found it.
Technically, I mean, I found it.
Both of us found it.
He's the one who figured out that it controls
Yeah,
my.
but we were the one who opened the door while she hid behind a desk in case it blew
So
up.
there can't be
That's
any
true. So
doubt.
we're does lose some
That's
points
fair.
for that.
Inside
She
the
does
school
lose some
all
points for
fair.
that.
along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind
No.
is one of us.
What?
One of us.
Why?
One of us.
Actually, no, you
Recall
can't.
what
Yes.
Photo told us Monokuma
Because
said to him
one
earlier.
of us would have to be in the control room in order for that to be the case. Right?
Yeah, right. And one of us would have to be in the control room right now. Oh, I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school
It didn't
students.
make you do the bear pun anymore.
Thank you. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
How'd they manage to survive all of this?
Talking about.
So we're the only
Oh.
ones here? It's not me. I'm not the mastermind.
That's such a clear contradiction.
Well, clearly, none of you are the mastermind. Why do you blame Makoto?
Cuz it's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Oh,
We
I
know
get it.
why.
The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
Aw, nuts!
Yeah, shut up.
Shut up,
What are you
Monokuma.
trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic.
Thank you,
The
Kyoko.
mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
Not very much.
Right. What more is
Oh
there
wait, you're
to
talking about the
talk
previous
about?
trial.
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree,
What?
Makoto?
What?
Mukuro's actual cause of death must have been...
Oh, the other wounds.
The stab wound. I'm just kidding.
I got it! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
Body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days
It
old.
made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days? If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old. That doesn't make any sense. Because
Don't make any sense.
she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
Huh? How do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know. You're wrong. She denied me before I could even say anything.
You good, Toko?
I'm not weird, okay?
No, she's not good.
Listen to what
She's
I
not good.
before you deny me.
If you're so sure we're gonna deny you, what about saying it in the first place?
Okay, well. And then she made us go through another section here.
Alright.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier.
Incorrect. She was the ultimate,
She must have been in
despair.
100 different battles.
That's
Why not both?
When you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle. Are you finished?
That was spinny.
Check her profile. Can we check her profile? Just say you did deny me this timesy wimesy.
Yes, she did.
In addition, her fizz did not have a single scar or wound.
Yep.
Yeah.
You made me go all cutesy.
Don't worry, there wasn't anything cute about it.
Yeah.
I just shot a statement that said, I'm cuter anyway. And I'm pretty sure that was Monokuma.
I'm pretty sure that was I'm pretty sure that was Monokuma, yeah.
The ultimate soldier.
Alright, so
She
shoot
was
her.
She must have been so...
So shoot her the second statement.
No.
With
Yes,
no,
I
I
didn't
don't
mean
say-
to. I didn't mean to.
Holy crap, look at how long
Whoa.
that statement was.
That was a wrong statement.
That was a long statement.
Why did you do it? I didn't mean to.
How
Cute.
could this happen to me?
No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
To be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing.
Such a
Oh,
freak.
please shut up.
Nuts.
Anyway, so
You're
we
so
can be sure
freaking
that
creepy.
Mukuro suffered
Yeah.
all
Oh,
those
goodness.
wounds after coming to this school. In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any
Did you
better
figure that out, by the
suggestions,
way?
I think we can say this
Because
with
she knows how to examine
confidence.
bodies, I guess.
The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Oh my.
Thank you.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night? Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant.
True.
If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
You're the only one who attacked me? I can't think of anyone else.
The mastermind.
I got it! The one who attacked me was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
I'm wondering. There's a thing that I noticed that I'm wondering if you guys did.
I'm just getting a
I-
little
I don't know
impatient
whether or not the
simply
game is going to
listening.
comment on it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I would rather. I think I know what you're gonna get at, but I would rather you not say it right now. Or at least like whisper to me or something.
I'll save it.
Okay.
Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I
If I'm
attacked
correct,
Makoto is just
At
that, right?
what I think
An
you're gonna say,
assumption.
then it will say it.
Okay.
You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask.
In which case, yes, I do
The
think that's
true
going to talk about
identity of the
Okay.
masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think.
Well, you already get to know.
Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
Well, do you have any evidence that would convince us otherwise?
that. No, there's no way the Mukuro is the one that attacked me. Even if I didn't see their face.
You saw the hands.
Mukuro had a very
Yeah.
obvious Fenrir attack.
That's what I was gonna say. That's
Fair.
what I was gonna say. And
Comparing
I noticed
that to the mask
and
attack.
I'm not gonna lie. I noticed that immediately. I noticed that like.
Yeah,
It
I
should
know.
be out.
I know.
Saw
I
the-
noticed that. I
when we
noticed
saw
that
the
before we got
tattoo.
executed.
I noticed it when we saw the tattoo on the body of the corpse. And I was
Personally,
like, oh well, that doesn't have a thing.
I didn't actually
No.
think of it because of the tattoo. I noticed it because
You
of the fake
never
nails.
saw their face, right?
Which is the same.
So you can't have
Same
any
idea.
who was under that mask. I'm telling you now.
Is that the only bullet we have?
Yeah.
Ikusaba.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand? Maybe the right foot? Or perhaps the left foot? Or could it be the hips?
I mean, we could check her situations, but I'm pretty sure we don't have
Oh,
that.
was it her right? It was her right hand.
You never
I think-
saw
It was right hand.
their face, right?
But what are we shooting?
So you can't have any idea who is
Are we
The
shooting
modifier
this, or-
file just talks about the cause of death.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
assume
Yeah,
we
so
take,
that's nothing. So we're gonna scan
I'm
something.
gonna assume we take
you now,
Kyoko's
it was
statement.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Yeah,
Nah,
or take right hand and shoot Kyoko's statement with it, or the other way around.
Another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
I don't think Kyoko said anything that could have been.
Oh, she didn't?
So,
Then shoot, Monokuma statement with the right hand?
yeah, maybe just.
I can't think of any other possibility.
It was.
It was Mukuro Ikusaba.
You're wrong. There's another part of the.
Oh? And what is it the right hand?
The right hand.
There.
No, it's wrong.
There we go.
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me.
You're holding a knife in there right now.
And there was no such tattoo. So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Fair.
Well,
To be
okay.
fair,
I guess it was.
he was also in the middle of being Peter.
Yeah, so
Still
I don't
doesn't
really
prove
think
that it
that.
was me.
You know.
It could have been, someone else, right?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah, we were in the gym tearing you apart, so it could have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her.
Awesome.
Uh-oh, no snappy comeback. Did I score a bullseye?
Uh-oh.
Awesome.
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh?
Oh, good.
Show me
Yeah.
what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that
Yeah,
proves beyond a
obvious.
shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Before anyone can say anything,
Oh, the scars on her hands.
Kyoko is removing her
Your
gloves.
hands.
Without thinking, I let out a gasp.
Do we not get to see?
It is more than just a little burned skin. I don't know that there's a thing that lets you be able to just.
No, we don't. It won't do a better angle.
Awful, isn't it?
No, it just shows
Yikes.
a little
When
bit.
I was first learning to be a detective, I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Kyoko seemed to savor the words as she said them. Then she put the gloves back on.
Well, okay, so it wasn't her.
Scars should suffice as proof. Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
Nope.
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
Awesome.
This is just awful. On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours. Sorry, did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Not at all.
Looks I knew she doesn't have feelings.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But corner just yet.
I know we kind of just saved before doing any actual
Because
choices,
if
but
you
still.
haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while.
Wait, this is the same day?
Yeah.
On the
I
contrary,
thought it said.
This is like
we don't know
nighttime.
I thought it said when we went to take a nap, we were asleep for like a day or something.
Oh, you're right. He did mention that. He said that he didn't know, but he assumed it was a day.
So it just wasn't.
Like, probably not, I guess. Or
Maybe
that's a
it's just
or
the
it's a
rest of the day,
or it's
I don't know.
continuity error. I don't know.
I don't know, because I
You're
assumed
not
this
going
was
to
the
tell
next
us
day.
she was
Especially
already
considering
dead
we would have had
before
time
we
to
arrived.
we would have had to
Are
investigate
you?
a bunch. So I would have assumed this is the next day. At least.
In that regard,
Nah, whatever.
you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
And somehow, she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
and after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. just like your brain.
I mean, there's a good reason everybody hates you, Coco. You are always talking down to other people.
Yeah.
To hide a body here.
And insulting them.
Just store it somewhere?
Somewhere
only
like a
one
morgue.
place. I can't think of anywhere else the body could have been stored.
Oh, the pool.
At the
That would be so
biolab.
upsetting for Fortina.
Yeah, it would be.
Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
Biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
No, I mean the one on the 4th floor. Of course I mean the one on the 5th floor.
So it's the perfect place to hide a body, and it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
Oh, the label on the tarp.
Yep.
Yep.
Maybe this tarp comes up again.
What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect
Send Byaku of all people.
What are you calling
This tarp
nitpicky?
originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the code on it afterwards.
Wow. You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
That's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Monaco being stressed out gives me life.
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
You talking about unmasking the mastermind?
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
An inconsistency in the biolab?
Wait, what?
Could you be talking about...
La la la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
I need to pull myself together and think. The inconsistency in the biolab. Could you be talking about...
Hey, by the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
Shut up. I'm trying to think. Thoughts.
What one thing?
What do you think I'm talking
The chicken coop.
about? Your family.
Dang it. Well, shut up
What?
right now.
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message. So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
Why are you bringing that up now?
To confuse you.
Your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family? Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Yeah, I need to calm down. I can't let him get to me. He's just saying that because he knows we're getting close to the truth of the biolab. So if I want to shut him up, I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. The inconsistency has to be
I didn't read slam, I read slap.
that one area where the numbers just don't match up.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't read slam, I read slap. I'm gonna slap him.
Actually, I need to do a thing real quick.
Oh, of course we're
Oh,
doing
bullet
this
time
one.
battle with Monokuma.
I forget... Reload his tab, okay.
Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! What? What do you want?
He's repeating the same thing over.
Yeah, I was pressing space, which goes into a fever mode.
Okay.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Well, I'm gonna have to. Yeah. I didn't mean to do that.
Are you sure about this? That's impossible!
You wanted to see what happens when you mess
Are
up the
you sure
violet.
about this? That's impossible!
I just take damage.
I'm not listening!
Against the lights.
There.
Prove it.
Sorry.
No, no worries.
That's my fault. I got trigger happy because I was focusing on trying to remember that thing because usually I've been pressing space because for some reason I thought space was reload, but space is going into fever mode, and in fever mode you don't have to worry about bullets anyway. And so I was just trying to actually do the right thing.
One might say you created a trigger happy Havoc.
I could say that.
Wow! Dropping the name of the game like that. With the subtitle. That was clever. I like that.
The biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
Have you caught on, by the way?
In other words,
That's what the
if blue
inconsistency of
light
that is.
on, that means there's a body in that slot.
Not quite.
But I
But I feel like I'm about to learn.
blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in. And there were only 9.
Wait.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here.
Did you catch it?
I'm with... Somewhat. I'm with Hero on this one, though.
9 lights doesn't make sense. The number of lights that should be on is...
Okay, so... We know... okay, so I gotta count everyone that's died, I'm guessing. There was...
You got 2 minutes.
Leon, Sakura, Junko, Chihiro, Mondo, Sakura. I'm jumping ahead. Oh, frick, I lost count. Ah!
That's 6.
That's 6, I'm counting.
Okay, so that was on 6. I feel like alright, Hifumi,
Yep.
Taka. So it should be 8.
No,
Wait, no.
What about the one that killed him?
Oh right, Celeste. So 9. Oh yeah, 10 because of Mukuro's body.
Yeah.
Yep.
10 of the lights should have been
I never bothered to count how many people died.
Yeah.
suspicious.
You can also remember because there are 6 people still alive, and there are 16 total, so you could have just done that, but yeah.
Oh. Oops.
But it's alright.
No worries.
That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far, and it
Yeah, that's what I did. Yes.
Yeah, that's right. The key to solving this mystery. Yeah, so it's gonna go through it. Sayaka died first. Junko was second.
And poor Junko.
Leon was third.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
I say poor Chihiro.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, poor Chihiro too.
I mean all of them, really. But... Mondo was 5th. Taka was
Except
6th.
for Leon because he kind of deserved it.
Leon kind of deserved it.
Yeah.
Then Hifumi was 7th. Celeste was 8th. Celeste kind of also deserved it.
Yeah.
Sakura was 9th. And victim number 10 was Mukuro.
So 10 people in all?
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
There's another ghost. Oh no.
It's another ghost.
The master
Well, once you're right, Hero.
one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
What?
Well, if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies.
Was my theory right?
That's the point I'm
Did
trying to
Leon
make.
survive?
I'm completely lost.
Leon,
How can the number of victims be less than the number of murderers?
That's Resident Evil 4, by the way.
Resident Evil 4. Reason there are less bodies, fewer bodies than murders, thank you. The explanation for more murders than victims? Why is that? What would it take for what would it take for that to make sense?
The same person was killed twice. Oh no, it's only 9 murders took place, I think.
There weren't actually 10 murders, but 9. That's why there are 9 bodies.
Wait, so someone was actually killed twice?
I got it.
Yeah.
What?
The same person was killed twice.
How does that make it? I dismissed that immediately as a joke.
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far. But one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
How does that even work?
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess. Still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
The heck is going on?
Like we said, you're not
Technically,
ready.
it's kind of the same answer as only 9 murders, but this one's thinking outside of the
Sounds
box
like
a little
you're
bit.
already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course. Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that will become obvious.
Nothing's gonna become obvious. Because Kyoko's totally delusional.
Do you have any thoughts?
Well, we don't know what the. What, can we check the Monokuma file to see what kind of injuries there are? Like scars? Or bruises?
It just says, other wounds.
Wounds.
Yeah, so there's the head strike, the stabbing, the other wounds, and the explosion.
Yeah.
Alright, so.
So it's a lot.
Was it
Well,
my Zono?
Gee, thanks.
nope, she was only. Wait.
Leon Kuwata? Chihiro Fujisaki? Mondo?
Okay, it could. I'm thinking of everyone that got wounded multiple times.
Hifumi?
Mondo just got grinded to dust.
Celestia Lu? Whatever? Maybe. Sakura Ogami?
Gee, thanks.
Sakura poisoned herself.
There's no way anyone was murdered twice!
So we're gonna chill on this screen for a hot second while you think.
Okay, I need to think of anyone who died from multiple wounds.
Well, Sakura was hit twice, but also
Yeah, Sakura had a broken wrist as well as a stab wound in the chest. Juko just got freaking stabbed everywhere. She turned into a human pincushion.
True.
Leon got hit by multiple baseballs, or those could be like wounds, but I don't think any of those would break skin. So it seems like my theory was wrong after all.
I mean, there was blood on the last baseball.
That's true.
I mean, you could have easily like popped up blood onto it.
Yeah, it could have been copper blood, I guess, but...
Also, if it's just the one, then it only broke skin once.
I mean, that was just... I don't know. That was just a thought.
Chihiro only suffered a head wound, didn't he?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, so he only had a head wound, so Chihiro's out. Mondo is now in a can.
True.
Hey, do you have Prince
Mondo.
Hubert in the can, except it's Mondo?
What?
Wow, they have it! Canned Mondo!
What's that?
All right.
I
Anyway,
think it's a commercial, like, or it's some product. I think it's called Prince Hubert or something. Because that's you know the joke. It's like, oh, do you know Prince Hubert in the can? Well, you better let him out.
No.
You never heard that one? It's like, hey, is your refrigerator running? You better go fetch it. It's like that. And I assume it's a product.
Taka and Hifumi also died from a single wound. Celestia got hit by a truck.
She did get hit by a truck.
Sakura died from poison.
Mm-hmm.
So this only boils down to Junko, maybe Leon, and Sayaka. Does it say? Oh. Ah.
Has it finally clicked?
Yes.
Who is it?
Junko.
You just like gave him that
There's
for
more
free
than
by
two
voice,
wounds.
that's
There's
pretty
more than
good.
two wounds, so that immediately disqualifies Sayaka.
Was it
Second off, they're clearly a female.
Alright, so what are we doing?
Junko Enoshima? Leon Chihiro Manda Kiyotaki Fumi Celestial? Or maybe... No, there's no way anyone was murdered twice!
What are we doing, by the way?
Shooting the Monokuma file at Junko?
Who is this someone else? Was it Junko Enoshima?
No. Scan Junko and shoot it at his died twice.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Who is this?
I thought we had to like rationalize like that they had similar wounds.
Leon Chihiro Manda Kiyotaki Fumi Celestial? Or maybe... No, there's no way anyone was murdered.
Oh gosh. Monokuma with
The deep voice.
the deep voice.
Slow-mo.
Junko, wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
What do you mean?
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears all over her body.
After someone like Gugnir or however it's
Died
pronounced.
from a number of wounds
Yeah.
across
Yeah.
her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered,
Similarities match?
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those two bodies are actually.
Those look kind
one
of
the
small to
same.
be spear wounds though.
so let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears. Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
It's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so then... Yeah, what does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9. Which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
Wait a minute.
The identity of the mastermind?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
We already know the answer to
It just
that.
clicked again.
It's
Did it?
Mukuro.
What clicked?
She's still alive.
Or are we gonna find out later? What clicked?
I think we're gonna find out very, very soon.
Body
Fair enough.
and made it look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be.
But the body didn't have Rokuro's tattoo.
A little silence. Then I know you must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
Wrong.
Mukuro alive? The one that's still alive is Mukuro? But can we really believe that? No, there's no way. There's no way Mukuro Ikusaba is still alive.
Do we have to present the hand tattoos again?
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
We can shoot. That's funny.
For that to be true, then that couldn't have been her body we found in the garden. Is that really possible?
The body we
What are we doing?
What are our bullets? What are our bullets?
It wasn't Mukuro.
Monokuma file, Mukuro's
Then she's
profile,
still
and her fatal injury.
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
Can we look at the?
This is a tough one.
You want to look at the descriptions?
Yeah.
Identities no.
Yeah, the Monokuma
Glass.
file won't help us, I don't think.
Nah.
I'm more interested in the profile.
Did not have a single scar or wound. Additional physical features. Confirm that the corpse matches these characteristics. Fatal injury. Fatal wounds have been a collection of wounds covering her body.
Profile. Okay, so the one we need to do is the profile because Kyoko confirmed that the characteristics match.
Her profile?
But I need to figure out what to shoot it at. It's not Monokuma.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
Say shoot Toko's first statement with the profile.
I say we shoot Monokuma file at. My vote. Oh, never mind. I would have gotten it wrong.
Objection.
No, the body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records. Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21, 32. Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's
That's what I
her.
was thinking.
Yeah, I was wondering when we get to that.
Mm-hmm.
If Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still alive?
If that's not Junko's body, then where is Junko's
Someone made
body?
it look like they died, but they're actually still alive. There's only one person it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sayaka. Aw.
Monokuma!
It's Monokuma.
So I'm assuming we technically don't have a Mondo body, right? Because it was a
I mean,
can,
yeah. Oh, I can't look at the...
not an actual body. Are we able to pick Makoto?
You want to?
Don't do it. Just go to Junko. Do
Okay.
it.
Huh?
He said
Do
Junko.
it. Go to Junko.
Here's my answer. Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
Okay, remember when I said
Dots.
poor Junko every time I saw her body? I take it all back.
Huh?
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other
Hey
explanation.
guys, can I show you something real quick? I don't know if it's gonna make me do it, like later, and I don't know when, if it does. I want to show you something. Actually, no, I think it does show it.
Okay.
Never mind, so I'll do it later.
But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes. If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade. But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
Now that you mention it, I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse, like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say, she was gone.
Never mind, she might actually be dead.
I did check absolutely, and I can say for
She
sure.
was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
So, the idea that she's still alive,
It must be wrong.
Then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
Oops.
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad. I guess your conclusion was a dud. Too bad, too bad.
This case hasn't been decided just yet. Oh? You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
Huh?
No.
Of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
So we're gonna do a turnabout in our
Let's
brains.
assume Junko is
Heck
still
yeah,
alive.
like in Phoenix, right?
If so,
Anyway.
how could she have survived?
How could Junko survive? I checked her. She was dead, I'm sure of it. But still, if she were alive somehow, could it be that Junko's not the one that died? It wasn't Junko, but someone else entirely? Maybe she
And they
was some
post
sort
that
of trick.
double.
Huh?
Is this a stunt double? You could have a stunt double that we don't know about.
Focus. I love this.
Replaced?
Yep.
Now I understand. That's it. What if she switched places with someone else?
She does have a stunt double.
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place. Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that? Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
I wish.
Good point.
Then it would have been a long trap
There's
attack
just
on
no
them.
way they could have switched
True.
like that. So maybe the whole idea is wrong.
There has to be some way. I need to figure out how to explain how they could have switched.
They switched at the beginning. There's literally no other way.
I got it! The two of them may have switched places from the very beginning.
What? From the beginning?
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right? After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So you're saying the Junko we first met is actually Mukuro all along?
Then we'd already met her?
I had like a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could
Well,
have simply
we knew who
told us
Saika
her
was and
name was
Saika knew who we
Junko,
were. But other
Well, yeah.
and we never would have known the difference. That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right? Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
That's
She could
Very
have hidden
true.
it with foundation or something like that.
that is also very true.
It likely melted away in the explosion. exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished. Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
Oh.
But if she really did use foundation...
Yeah, it would be kind of weird for a
Even
soldier
if
to be
there was
wearing
no
fake
tattoo on
nails.
her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Dots.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
Dots.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
Dots.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid?
I'd frankly be afraid to be the
Fear
ones
is
having
only
to stand next to
possible
him.
where hope is possible.
Huh?
I'd frankly be afraid to stand,
So
the ones
fear is an
standing
alien
next to him.
concept to me.
Yeah, I know, right? There are two people standing right next to him.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity?
Yes.
As if.
Then why did you try
Okay,
and
Zigbar.
protect Junko's real identity?
Dots.
I tried to protect her identity? When did I do that?
So he still refuses to admit it, but he can try to deceive us all he wants. It doesn't matter, because I've already figured it out. He tried to hide Junko's identity, and not just once, but twice. First time was during our latest investigation.
During our latest investigation. So why would he try? When did he try and hide?
I know what it is, by the way. This one actually took me a bit to figure out, if I remember correctly, for my first time playing.
I'd imagine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had a thought, but I don't know what piece of evidence we'd have to present in order to do it.
Please share your thought, and maybe we'll find a piece of evidence that supports it, because I'm a little lost.
I don't know, because I don't know if this counts as happening during our last investigation or latest investigation, but when the bomb blew up the body, so we couldn't check the face. But
Well, that's not our latest. That's not our latest.
But so
maybe
yeah,
that's the second time.
That'd be a little bit different. That would have been different then.
Check the ultimate despair again. Well, that's not helpful.
Yeah, not really.
Wait a minute.
What?
Check the group photos.
Oh.
Can we look at the photos themselves?
I
That's a
don't
very
know
good
that we
question.
can.
Can we not?
I don't think so.
Kids, remember how I commented about how Junko's face was obscured?
Yeah.
In our photo?
Yeah.
I want to see if it's like that for every one of them.
Do you want to present it and see if you're right?
Sure, go for it. I have no other leads.
Oh.
Come on. Try to keep you from.
What?
Actually, I
Oh,
thought that was it.
Oh, the only things he blocked were the control room after we'd already seen it, and the DVD.
Oh, right.
He stopped it right before Junko's interview.
I was in
That's
the
right.
AV room,
Yeah,
watching the
that's right. I
DVD
forgot about
of our
that.
interviews with the headmaster.
Forgot about that.
Wasn't just the monitor, the DVD itself, the DVD player itself had apparently turned off, which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Oopsie! Looks like it broke. Out of service.
What? It just so happened to break just now?
Now then, when? Doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. Now then, not now then.
Yeah,
That's what
now
failure
then, when?
is, right?
Yeah, that's
You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
She's an imposter.
The whole power outage thing was just a fluke.
No, it wasn't a fluke. The Mastermind definitely orchestrated that power outage. And it's not the only time they tried to hide Junko's identity. The Master tried to cover it up on one other piece of evidence. I've got to reveal that.
And this is where Alex's point comes in.
And this is where the what now?
Another door time battle?
Yeah. He's a burr.
What do you want? What do you want? Are you sure about this? You're getting all riled up. That's
He's on a bunch of boxes.
Hey, he is.
Or a stool. No, that's a stool.
Yeah, it's a stool.
That's impossible.
This
Oh,
should
yeah.
prove it.
I was
Yeah.
right!
Yep. Yep. You were.
The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo.
Uh-oh.
I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we got. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
Unusual circumstance common to all these pictures.
Where is she? Facing away, that one. Turning or facing away in that one. Ha ha ha!
The unusual circumstance is...
Junko's face.
I got it! Junko's face.
But in order to figure out more about that, you're gonna have to wait till next episode.
Wow,
Oh
that's
my
so
god, we're
mean.
really gonna do that to them.
We are.
Alright.
See you guys next
Things are getting
time.
interesting.